Hi patrons. I wonder if you've ever shopped on my Etsy shop. Did you even know I had an Etsy shop? I do, and I'm a star seller. I've got quite a few sales now, and it's actually really brilliant for my confidence. I started the shop about 2 or 3 years ago, and at first I didn't really sell anything because I didn't really know what I was doing. But slowly and quietly I've learned of how to list things and maximise my tags and things like that. And I've got quite a few things for sale on there now. It's called Pictoria Presents or Pictoria Presents. Every order I send out, I have a little thank you note, and I always include a leaflet to tell them what else I do. Most of the time I put gems on things, and I'm just doing an order now for a lady who's actually local to where I live. I must have met her at an event, and she's now messaged me through social media and said, oh, it's our anniversary coming up. You'd already do a card that's sort of for anniversaries, but it's our 4th anniversary, which is linen. Could you do anything? I appreciate that it's just a small thing and not a massive piece of art. And you know what? Yes, I can. All I actually did was take a template that I already had. This is a watercolour and ink painting that I already had. In fact, if I grab the original, hold on, live. So this is how it looks without the stuff on. And this is a basic card that I've made and printed from scanning the original art that I made. And I did it on purpose and left all this space so that I can make that and personalise it instead of drawing out a new card each time, right? So she wants linen. So I said to her, how about I stick linen fabric into the glasses, champagne coloured, and then make a champagne-y sort of situation and then personalise it. And she loved it, which means I'm using something existing that I already had, making it very personal. The message that she wants is happy anniversary husband, 4 years. And I've already written it out here to check it's going to fit my space. Mainly the width is what I was concerned with. I've actually, as you can see, ended up going a bit slimmer. Because I realised when I held that up against it, it's going right to the edges. And this is just a scrap piece of paper that I otherwise would have thrown away. So happy anniversary. You can see that I've just put a shimmering watercolour wash there that I had to wait to dry overnight. So I like to be efficient, and that was quite painful actually. I was like, oh, I want to get the card ready and sent out to her because the anniversary is coming up soon. This pen I noticed was drying out a bit when I got it out, right? So I did do the practice just to check that the ink flow's looking good. And I just thought I'd finish it off on camera while I'm talking to you. So I've put happy anniversary. Husband's the next bit. I want to fill this space, but not completely, and leave room for some gems to go up here. So I'm going to just slot in, mindful of the H's being similar size. And I'm holding down the card with this hand off camera. I've not got it taped down or anything. Husband. I have told you in the past to do this bit before you stick it to the card, which saves all of this cardstock and everything, having to replace it and do it all over again. But I just had a really good workflow when I did this yesterday, and I just went for it. And sometimes I think that's okay. You can surprise yourself. So happy anniversary husband. I don't want to put 4 years in here because I want to put bubbles, and I've got this nice thing here. I figured I'd put the 4 above the years. Sometimes I put 25th anniversary or golden wedding, stuff like that. But I'm going to write the 4 in between glasses. The 4's pretty graphic, like straight and very, very, very clear. And then the years part, I'm going to try and make the Y, as you can see here, just start up a little bit so it's sort of slotting into the 4 a little bit. So it brings the synergy of the two things together rather than just write it underneath. I do love doing calligraphy because I still do the breathing, even though I'm teaching and telling you, hey, you should do breathing, it really makes you relaxed. I still do it, and I'm a professional and I'm doing it as part of my work. So how lucky am I get to do something that actually helps me to be mindful, and I get payment for it. Now, this isn't something that she'll be paying a lot of money for. I'm only charging her $4.95 for this plus postage, and Etsy takes some of that. So all told, after I've taken my materials out, I'll make about £3 from this. £3 in real money, which is not even, well, these days, pretty much a coffee. And that's okay, because actually one day the lady that ordered this might come back and she'll want me something bigger, or she'll be so happy with how I served her with such a little thing. She'll think, oh yeah, that was beautiful, and my husband's reaction was really great, so I'm going to get another card for her for next year, things like that. And these things mount up, and then her friend will say to her, God, where'd you get that? And so on and so on. But I'm not doing it with any expectations, so if that doesn't happen, that's also okay. So let's stick some of these gems on here. You know these are my go-to. There you go. I've got a bit of a technique with this that I might share with you, actually. Sorry about the state of my nails. I bend the cellophane that the stickers are on, and then I bend it to then free it, and I use my nail, she said, I use my nail to pick it up, and I don't push it down until I'm certain of its position. So I can actually move something. So if I peel that off and stick it and I go, oh no, it's the wrong place, I haven't pushed it down yet, I can move it about, stick it hard, okay? So, as you can see, this is taking shape now. I'm really pleased with this, actually. And it's, you probably thought, what's that funny thing with glasses with bits of fabric in it when you first looked at it? But now we've added these. Let's see, that's not quite on the D, so I haven't quite pressed it down yet. I'm just going to lift it up, move it. Now I'm happy with it, press it down. Yeah, even I sometimes don't know if something's going to look right until it's finished. And now it's at that stage. I nearly sent her a picture of it yesterday and said, look, it's looking really nice. But I hadn't added the writing, and I thought, oh, it still doesn't quite look ready yet. You'll notice I've done a bit of watercolour splashing down here. That's new. I didn't actually have that on the sample in the shop. So I hope that she's going to like that. But I thought it'd be good, and it would go with the bubbles. And I was also aware that linen and stuff is quite a beige taupe colour. So I didn't want it to look... go up a bit. I didn't want it to look boring. So there you go. Happy anniversary, husband, 4 years. Brilliant. And now I will end up packaging that with its envelope. Might even take a picture of that. Yeah, I'm going to take a picture of this and put it as in the listing on my Etsy shop, so that anybody else that wants to buy one in the future will know what's possible. And then, it's hard to do this on camera, actually. It's one of the most natural things I normally do. And then I end up putting it in cellophane. And it looks even more professional. And then I slip a couple of these in. And there you go. I hope that's inspired you a little bit. There's even the most simple of things. I used some glue on there, which is not cheap. It's about 7 or 8 quid for a little bottle like that, which is how many mil? Looks about, oh yeah, 118 mil. But I found out about it to do with junk journal people that you need glue that's actually going to stick. It's clear, it smells insane, it dries clear, and it's really strong, even though it feels a bit flimsy. And it does peel off if you get it on the wrong thing. But it's just, that is really reliable glue. But more about that in another post. Let me know if you want to hear more about my gluing activities, and have a wonderful day.